Hello, good evening, and welcome to Angry Welshman Productions. And I do have sound. Let me just change the audio volume real quick. This is a fantastic intro.
Awesome.
I turned the volume right down the other day for doing things, so now we should be able to actually hear Train Sim again.
Chuff.
So, hello and welcome to Virtual Footplate Ride. Sam is playing with the whistle right now, right in the middle of the intro. So tonight we are going to be driving the recently released Armstrong Great Western 440. And here it is in its GWR livery. Doesn't that look good?
No.
Yes. Considering,
No,
Tom,
but-
you've literally made about 5 videos so far about how good it looks.
I've made one video on how good it looks. Fuck off.
One video then. Sam's already messing around with the controls. So tonight I am joined by Sam Steventon of Blastpipe Productions.
Hello.
And Tom of Dark DJ Productions. So, without further ado, because this is the second video in the Virtual Footplate series, we're doing a bit of a short run today just to make sure everything actually works alright. But you may remember, was it a couple of months ago we tried doing the turntables.
You tried to do the virtual footplate with using TeamViewer like I did.
Yeah, we used TeamViewer and it just simply did not work.
No.
It was it worked, but it was crap.
Yeah, it worked.
And now,
it wasn't playable.
And now, yet again, thanks to me, I must say, we more thanks to Guion actually, we've discovered Parsec.
Not that Tom is bitter about that at all.
Oh, I'm not bitter at all that you stole my idea about virtual footplate lights.
Not once, but twice.
Yeah. Well, don't worry, Rhys. We're going to be doing the same thing, this exact same thing we're doing now, but we're going to be doing it, but the opposite way round. Rhys will be controlling my computer, driving Nick at some point.
That's right, for the driver experience thingy.
Yeah, driving experience thing. I think you were like the biggest. Back in the day when the Patreon campaign first started, you were like the biggest supporter. I think it's only fucking fair, to be quite honest, that you should do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, Armstrong.
So, for tonight, because it is a virtual footplate ride, we haven't actually discussed this, Sam. Are you going to drive or am I going to drive?
Do you want to go one way and I'll go the other way?
Yeah.
GD!
Well, hey, I'll drive her up and then you drive her back.
Yeah,
that seems like a good idea.
Go on then.
Less likely to drive you into the end of the station.
This is true.
I'm going to say, remember on the way back, make sure that you do, you change the points when you come into the station for the traverser. Show the people how the traverser works.
To be honest, the traverser is missing, so I've got this feeling it's not going to work. Let me just zoom out, because sometimes it's because the asset hasn't loaded in the thing.
That's what I'm thinking. So if you guys are driving and firing, I mean, I'm here to one, give exposition, and secondly, I'm the guard. So tell me when you guys want to go, and I'll blow my whistle, baby.
It does seem to work. I just tried it.
Oh, good.
I wasn't sure.
Ben Booth's asset, isn't it? Because it works for me. Yeah. If you just do Shift G right now. Yeah, there you go.
I tried it. Yeah.
There you go. Traverser works. We'll show you how that works later on, guys.
So, I think we're pretty much set, Sam. We're already blowing off in a station.
Yeah, I'm doing a great job of this whole firing the last.
I know.
Lamp codes.
Yeah, you're right. Oh,
Hey,
Sam's already been doing it, yeah.
Oh,
Come
good
on,
boy.
Fireman's got you covered, Rhys.
I know, right? You're a very efficient fireman.
Blowing off, lamps on.
I didn't
Lovely
even...
Aberdairs in the background.
I'm just going to have to set the road.
Yeah, we don't have a signalman yet. We can't afford one.
Well, I mean, I could be the signalman. Go!
Get off the mouse! I'm trying to set the points. Yeah, we're all set to go.
Lovely job.
The only thing that's a bit of a shame about this route, we'll explore this route as well, is that the signals only animate when you're really close to them.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a pain to realise if you've got a clear road or not.
Yeah. Right, we're ready to go, Sam.
Are we?
Yeah.
Does that mean... Wait, do you want me to blow my guard whistle then to say everyone's on board? Right, everyone's on board. Driver, fireman, away we go. Whoop, whoop. There you go.
Right away.
Right away, cunts. awkward silence there. I think I might have said the wrong word. Whoops. This stream is no longer family friendly. Very sorry.
Burp. Now
But
I
overall-
love looking down at the massive conrods going round.
Oh mate, I know. This is such a it's not my favourite loco in the world, but it's a very bloody handsome loco.
Do you know, I wasn't 100% when it was being developed. I was like, oh, okay. But now that I'm playing with it, I just love it. I absolutely love this machine. So.
Oh.
Are we zoomed in or something? Oh, you're doing that. I prefer this one. I was going to say,
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything with the cab.
I'd stuck it behind us to look for it right away.
More power, here all night, tomorrow too. Be quiet!
Princess Valentine loves your accent, Sam.
Ah.
Is
You-
that-
You've
that's
got an
not-
admirer. You've
You've
got
got
it, Mara. Oh my god, I've only just realised the signal box has an interior.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Good,
that's
innit?
a nice rarity for train sim, isn't it?
I
This
know.
Temsby remake, this Temsby 1910 version is actually like really good for just driving along.
Yeah. It's a very nice branch line route. It's nice for a quick drive, but it feels authentically steam era.
I will be getting some screenies on the way.
Okie dokie. I'll stick the F5 hood at Rhys just so I can keep an eye on the water since I aren't looking at the gauges.
Oh yeah, the gauges aren't animated, I think.
Well,
Doing my
If nothing else, we'd have to be staring at him for me to know where we are with water.
doing my job of looking at chat for you guys. Highland Winter Wolf has yet again donated $10.
Goodness
Hope
me.
you are all doing well. Wants the Temsby Branch of GWR line originally. It's fictional, but it's a very good fictional route.
Thank you very much, Highland Winter Wolf. Thank you very much for the donation. Your donations are very welcome.
And they will be going towards Rhys's fish and chips next weekend.
They'll be going towards keeping me out of debtor's prison at the moment.
Haha! Brilliant.
Yeah, I shouldn't have wound back that far.
So, did we want to talk a little bit about the Armstrong history while we were coming out of Temsby?
Yeah, go on then.
Alright. So these things, for those who don't really know much about the Armstrong, it's Class 7 they were known as. They were built in 1894, and they were basically nominal rebuilds of 4 experimental locos that Dean basically just said, I'm going to use them a couple of bits off it, like the axles and whatnot. 4 of them built, they were used for express passage of trains between Bristol and London for most of their lives until they were downgraded to like Wolverhampton services and, you know, backdated like secondary passenger duties. But eventually they ended up being rebuilt as flower class locomotives, and unfortunately they only survived up till, I think the last one was born in 1927 or 1930. So it's a bit of a shame, but
It's such a shame that none of them made it into preservation.
well, it's a bit like with North Star, isn't it? I mean, that was going to be preserved, and then it was like Swindon were like, nah, just scrap it, and they had to sort of wipe their faces and be like, oh shoot, we shouldn't have done that. They build a replica.
Well, City of Truro, wasn't that preserved by the LMS?
LNR.
LNER.
Yeah. It was because the Great Western were like, we don't think it's that important. And then LNR were like, well, actually, you've got a claim to fame with this loco. We're going to keep it. And they're like, oh, okay.
So whenever anyone says, look, Flying Scotsman did 100 mile an hour first, you can just turn around and say, then why did the LNER want to keep Truro?
I know,
I think
right?
the LNR took... When did the LNR actually buy Truro?
It was in
Because
the
it depends-
30s, I believe.
Because that's interesting, because that is after Flying Scotsman's, like, you know, authenticated 100 mile an hour. So why would the LNR bought it if they didn't think that its original claim was true? That
Yeah.
puts a bit of a spin on it, doesn't it?
Yeah, they bought it to cover the tracks. No pun intended.
But the problem is that one of this class would have had to have been preserved before 1914. I don't think
Yeah.
preservation was that hot in 1914, because obviously from 1914 they were being rebuilt as flower class. So they would have had smaller wheels, I think they would have had the curved frame taken away, and it would have been square framed after that, and the tapered boiler. So
Yeah. But fortunately, one survived and ended up in Over the Hills.
Of course.
yeah, it was a barn find.
Have we got the brakes on or something?
Have you checked the handbrake?
Handbrake is on, Sam.
You plank, and you call yourself a fireman.
I
That's
know,
it.
right?
Take it over. Next time, Rhys, I'll be your bloody fireman, and I'll actually give you some steam.
Brake's still a driver's responsibility.
Oh, by the way, sorry if I bored everyone with the history. It's just I know that Rhys doesn't normally talk about the history, and I thought I'd be the boffin today. Rhys just goes, "Oh, it's a pretty train," which is not a bad thing because it is a pretty train. Look at all that brass. I mean, look at all the brass. It's like, And look at all the sparks as well.
Sam's playing with the injectors a bit.
Cheeky.
Wait. We're actually getting some speed now that the handbrake is off.
I'm getting distracted by what you're not doing. I should be sorting out what I'm supposed to be doing, which is setting up my thing for tomorrow. Rhys.
Well, the fire's there.
Yeah, we've definitely got a fire. Do you want to do a quick advert for your thing tomorrow?
Oh, yeah, just so everyone knows, over on my channel, DDJP, I'll be streaming for a whopping 12 hours to celebrate reaching a milestone of 4,000 subscribers, which is half of what Rhys has got. So where's your 24-hour stream, Rhys?
The closest I came to doing one was that 6-hour live stream of the Great Western Main Line I did.
Yeah,
Which
I've got
we're
a
gonna
few
have to
plans.
release multiplayer thing.
Yeah, I think that would be a nice thing to do. But oh yeah, because that can take a while, can't it?
It'd be nice to do like as a proper multiplayer race.
Yeah, that's what that would be nice to do, like proper multicam. Because I mean, I'm thinking about something like doing one down the from York to London King's Cross, or the opposite way round on the Cambridgeshire line. That would be cool. But
it'd be nice to do them as like a team thing as well. So you could have like, instead of everyone racing individually, racing in pairs.
Yeah, like, you know, point system or something.
Well, no, but I mean, I was thinking like, you know, like we were doing sort of a virtual footplate thing here, where I'm firing and Rhys is driving. If we could get the same software for a group of people, we could do the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
It'd definitely be something different.
But anyway, so yeah, I'll be going for 12 hours tomorrow. I'll be doing a lot of stuff. At the moment, I'm setting up a shed tour of my railway, and then I'll be doing some driving and possibly some other games as well. So, yeah, if anyone's going to be around tomorrow during the day, pop along and say hi. We can move on now. I've done my thing. People can stop being hating on me now. Woo! GWR 4000, 1942 to 48, dead. What I need.
So just coming up on the first stop.
Right, well, since we're coming to a stop, how about the injectors on?
I think it's a 15 speed limit. Yeah, it is.
Have you set yourself into the correct platform, Rhys?
I have.
Good boy, good boy.
One of the few things I've actually done right so far.
Huzzah! Well, to be fair, you're not doing that bad at the moment. At least you're going correct line speed as well. Not 420 blazing it, that's always a good thing.
Now that I am going to focus on firing the thing, I can actually try and concentrate on things like speed limits.
Exactly. Yeah. This is how a locomotive is supposed to be driven in real life. Like this is why I like Parsec now and doing this whole idea of being able to do, you know, both two people controlling one locomotive. It really like does help in a way, because like I find it can be very tiresome concentrating on injectors and fire whilst also trying to drive and stick to speed limits and things. So doing it in this method, which I'm going to plug was my method, yeah, so I think it actually really enhances the experience, and I think DTG have really missed a trick by not making this something you could do in game anyway. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I do. I think it's certainly, even if you're not driving it and you're firing instead, it's still really interesting actually looking at.
Well, Sam, you need to know when to make sure the boiler pressure is at its maximum for the incline, so you need to have route knowledge anyway. You also need to keep your eye on the injectors anyway to make sure that you're not wasting too much steam, but you're using enough steam to make sure that the crown sheets don't go or whatever. So it's just keeping an eye on the camera. But as I say, this is what DTG should have really implemented years ago. I'm pretty sure they said they were going to try and implement a multiplayer version similar to this. So we've just sort of perfected it before they even bothered. So well done, team.
Yeah.
Go team!
See, really, what me and Rhys should be doing is we should be communicating about what we're doing with the loco.
Yeah, we
So
should
for
actually be
example-
talking about it as well, shouldn't we?
Just
Yeah,
shouting
it's
across
like-
the cab like, "Oi!"
Well, yeah, but it's like when we're coming to a stop and like I should be saying, right, injectors are going on, or what have you.
Oh, the other thing I'm going to mention.
We
I mentioned it in my-
used to it.
Yeah, it just got to get into it. Just wanted to mention to people as well. Looking at the front of the loco, if you wonder what the hell that thing is at the front, that's a lifting jack in case the engine derails. I'm not sure whether an Armstrong class ever actually derailed. You know.
I was wondering what that thing was.
Yeah, it's not specifically for this class. A lot of early stuff had it.
So it's basically an addition that would have been seen sometimes on certain logos.
Yeah,
But it's still a nice touch.
Yeah.
that's because I had this held down for shutting the water off. No,
Right.
Rhys, don't put the handbrake.
Oh, I have to respond to something in the comments.
I just took
Ben-
it off.
Ben has just told me I smell.
Well, I mean,
I have been out all day, to be fair.
Right, I guess we're ready to leave whenever you are, Sam.
right,
Yeah.
let's have a look out the back here.
Yeah, let's see. I've looked down the train. There's some hooligans, but we're gonna sack them and throw them out. So
See,
I think we're good to go.
draws the shirt. back
There's my
on.
guard whistle.
We got the signal.
Right away.
Got the road. Off we go.
Signal's green.
I noticed she actually picks up speed a lot better with the handbrake off.
Well, I mean, yeah, that generally is a thing. I think.
It's fine, we were just breaking the tyres and that's all.
Rhys, you have a new subscriber, by the way.
Die, as in DIE, 7F Von British Railways.
I mean, I'm not sure how to take that, but okay.
Fair enough. Are we going to turn around at the other end, Sam, or are we going to run back tender first?
We're gonna run round the loop.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was going to say, it would have been really interesting to see how you two would have operated the loco tender first. Because obviously you need to look where you're going, but you also need to look at the controls.
Yeah, the reason we're gonna go around the loop is so we can use the water trough.
Oh, mate, yeah, great idea.
I haven't seen it actually work yet.
Oh, that would be great to show everybody how the water
Yeah.
trough works.
That, and of course, the other advantage of going around the loop is we can properly open her up without worrying about line speeds.
Yeah. Although, I mean, I think the max I've got at the moment is something like 60, but then again, for the age this locomotive is, in the era it was running, that was considered high speed. That was considered the highest of speeds. You know?
Yeah, and you've got to think as well that it's not just about the speed you can get it, how much you pull in as well.
Hmm.
Because this loco is not very powerful, so it'd be more for short trains going at a reasonable speed rather than long trains.
Yeah, at a decent clip.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see the video, Sam, from yesterday?
Which video?
Of me showing my little boy Royal Scot and Britannia.
No, I don't think I've watched the video.
Oh,
I saw the post you put in the dealer.
it might maybe. Oh, I didn't upload to Facebook. Basically, we took my little boy down to the station to see the two steamers going through. So I now have to explain to him later on in life that his first steam experience was an LMS loco.
Oh, I hope you have a joy.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to be a little boy after my heart, he is, because he likes superior traction. I mean, even I'm joking at that because
I think I could see him already becoming like William Stanier. Like, I'm a diehard GWR man. He's going to spend his life being influenced by the GWR and then betray us at the last minute. That's probably
That's
what's
it.
going to happen.
What'll happen?
Sam,
is
you managed to stop it blowing off.
Yeah, good eye. Sticking more coal on now. Yeah, you'll have to bring him up to Yorkshire and introduce him to Nunlo.
No.
I'll tell him when we go up. I'll spend the 6 hours in the car saying Nunlo isn't actually that shiny. And then when we get there, Nunlo is that shiny.
Lying to a child, I don't know. You'll have to, I don't know, I'll have to meet him at some point and be like, you'll be like, now this is Tom. And I'll be like, hi. And you'll be like, he's an asshole. Yes, he is.
It'll be like in Nemo when they have their little Fisher Friends meeting. This is Tom. Hello, Tom.
Yeah.
What have you done today? Well, I killed a man by accident again.
Hate it when that happens.
I mean, these accidents to Sam, they just keep happening. I'm not quite sure how it keeps happening, but it does.
They're all just nasty accidents.
I mean, to be fair, most of us are probably accidents. Not gonna lie.
Rhys, are we going into the platform here?
No.
Oh god, yeah, this is a through station. I fell for this one last time.
Oh yeah. Have you made sure you yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, we're good. Apparently we're getting lots of lag tonight.
Yeah, you're lagging. Your voice is lagging a bit as well, Rhys.
I think my internet might be playing.
That might be because of Parsec, and especially because you're streaming as well.
I think it is because the video on my end is perfectly clear.
It doesn't help my wife's streaming something on Amazon Prime as well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
We'll have to have a look at Parsec Rhys and see if we can drop the quality a bit.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's running fine for me, so I think it's your internet.
I expect
it looks alright on
is.
my end.
I think it's because every time I change the settings so it doesn't like it used to buffer before, but now I don't think it does.
Yeah.
But it would add quite a delay to the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, the video is very stuttery on my end, but
I'll have to have a look later.
yeah, we'll have to have a watch through the video afterwards as well and see if it's just as
Okay.
or if it catches it.
Oh, I better save. I know what's going to happen here. If I try and load turbo, and it's going to fucking ruin my entire life. Oh god, here we go. Please don't crash. Oh mate, it didn't crash. Woo! Well done, turbo. Save, 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 save.
Just pulling into the platform now.
Oh shit, I'm the guard. Right, everybody stay back from the doors. Do not open doors yet. We are not clear of the platform. I repeat, we are not clearing the platform.
We just got the token.
Our driver and fireman are indeed very competent today. If anybody tells you anything otherwise, sue them.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
What other people being sued by saying that you two are incompetent?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that too. Pretty good.
We should do that. Every time someone says that we're going to crash, they owe us money.
Every time someone says you're going to crash and you don't crash, they need to super chat you.
I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, there you go. Woo!
Now then, I'm just going to do a gentle bit of reading while we're waiting here.
Oh, don't look at the Bible. People's eyes will melt.
Also, King always saying about, I hope that doesn't end up like my forest stream. Basically, the other day I went out in the forest and started trying to like live stream in the forest. Yeah, it was like watching a slideshow. So deleted it.
Isn't this a very nice station sign, Rhys?
It is.
What's it say?
I wonder who made it.
Bob.
I wonder who reskinned it from the Just Trains Malmesbury run.
I thought it was John who did that.
Oh, that's such a nice shot with those Great Western Clerestory coaches in the platform.
Oh fuck, Evan said. Oh, and there.
It would be nice to get some. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Too.
Some Great Western station signs. Now they look really nice. The atmosphere, lads. The atmosphere. Oh, look.
Yeah, this is.
I think if Sam's taking screenshots on my laptop.
Yep.
You got the F5 HUD open, Sam.
Yeah, but will that not go away if you use Control S?
I don't think so.
It does for me.
Does it?
It depends what setup you've got for it, but yeah, it doesn't show up when I take screenshots.
Oh.
Well, that's homosexual.
If I use the F12 button, it does.
Maybe that's why then, because I use the F12 button.
Yeah, I use Control S, and that hides the HUD. In fact, if you watch it, the HUD should flash when I take a screenshot.
Okay, the whistle is continuously blowing.
Yeah, it's because I pressed Control while you had the whistle held down.
Oh, right. Scouse Mendoza says it's Great Western propaganda. I tell you what, did you reskin it, or do you know who did these reskins of the Great Western signs?
Yeah, it was me.
It was you, was it? Because you know, there's that Great Western. Was it with the picture of duck, and it's like there is only the Great Western way.
Yes, I could do that.
Could you please do some of those?
If you give me the images, I'll stick them on. That's what Glenn did. He gave me the images, and I'll just stick them on the poster for him.
Nice. Oh, there's Newport and Cardiff mentioned.
Aye. 1904, so we're in an appropriate era as well.
Yeah. I like how they've got the county on and Clear Estuary coaches as the picture.
Good, innit?
And then, of course, there's the St. Patrick, the ship. Yeah, this route is just full of atmosphere.
Innit?
Yeah.
That's what I was basically trying to say earlier. It's a lovely little route. Atmospheric route. I'm discovering some problems, Rhys, on my end.
I think it's time to go, Sam.
Yeah, guard, whistle,
let me just set the route first.
So,
I think we're all set.
Platform.
Yeah. So we'll take the handbrake off, because I know how good you are with that. Let's just check it did actually come off. No, it didn't.
You just stuck it on.
No, I just took it off. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. But apparently it came on in the thing. Right, anyway, I'm ready. I don't know if you are.
Yeah, ready enough. Let's go for it.
What about the guard?
Oh, fuck it, whatever. Get out of my sight, get out of my sight.
That's professional railwayman shit for you. Just, whatever.
Yeah,
go on.
Just get out of my sight and stop buggering off on the passengers. Where am I going wrong with this? Ah, here we go. Yeah, I'm having problems on my end.
Will a stream or?
No, just with the scenario, because I'm obviously what I'm trying to do is stick down. I'm still in it, it's fine. I'm trying to stick down as many DR engines as I can. Just at one shed, and it's basically like going, oh, I'm so like this. So.
Yeah, train sim doing the thing where
yeah,
more than two locos in the same space.
You can't pull the train.
Yeah, I first learned that lesson. I think it were actually on the Temsby Branch when I first learned that. I tried putting a load of stock down to him with and then loaded in, and it was just like, nope, you can have one train every 10 minutes.
Yeah, this is just... Oh god. I'm hoping I've got most of my characters down. Let me just check my list. I can't put her down yet because she's not been introduced. Rick's over there. Process,
I can tell you more about that now.
Apparently we're getting lots of lag again.
Huzzah? Question mark?
I'm starting to wonder if it's my YouTube settings as well. Or my upload settings.
I'm going to say, I mean, what have you got over on your Streamlabs to say your ingestion settings and what you need to look at?
I don't know if I've changed it.
I don't know whether you can change it while you're on the move.
No, I don't think you can. I'm just gonna have to hope it doesn't do this like as the permanent video, which I think it will.
Oh, I hope not. That's gonna suck ass if it does.
If it does, I'll just delete it.
No! Don't do that. We'll lose all the fun and games and memes.
Just leave it, Rhys, if it does. We'll just, say sorry it went a bit naff. We'll have a look at what it was and see if we can get it working better next time.
Chalk it to experience.
Yeah.
You get some extra XP points. Says the one who constantly deletes videos when they're of shit quality.
No, it looks really shit.
Oh god, what is going on with my scenario? Should be fine.
Give me a second, let me just have a look. Stream quality is really bad.
Is there any way you can look at what's using up most of the internet?
Wife. Kill the wife.
11 notifications. Dropped frames detected. The quality's really bad.
There's only one thing for it, Rhys. You've got to kill your wife. Do it. She's using all your Netflix.
What would be done?
Your stream is experiencing issues.
Well, like I said, Rhys, it's perfectly clear on my end, so I wonder if Parsec is taking priority over YouTube.
What was that setting that you were on about before, Tom?
Ingestion settings. Wait, hang on. Let me come out. Let me go because I use OBS, like the base OBS, so I don't think it's the same as Streamlabs. Like the version I've got anyway. But I go to when it loads, and oh fuck, I better save my scenario just in case it screws me over. Here we go. Right, so if I go to settings and then I go to stream. No, sorry. Is it output? Output, yeah. I mean, I've got my video bitrate at 6,000, hardware encoder and audio bitrate at 160.
Hang on, where's that output?
Yeah, output. I don't know whether you've got the same options as me, but that's what I've got at the moment. But then again, I've got Virgin fibre optic internet, so I don't know whether it's because I've got a good internet connection.
If there's anything there that might be doing it.
I don't think so, because I was using Parsec the other day for my Edward Bull driving experience with Rick, and I don't think there was any problems there. So I think it's probably going to be ingestion settings, Sam. I don't think it's going to be Parsec's problem, because Parsec is literally just connecting network to network.
Yeah. Like I say, it's just because it's perfectly fine on my end, and the stream's not.
Yeah, so that's why it's making me suspect it's your bitrate it's your uprate going to YouTube being affected. Because I've just looked back at it and it's okay, like in bits, but it does chop a little bit. And now we're spending a lot of time talking about the choppiness. It wasn't like this at the beginning. I don't know what's happened. Sorry, mate. Oh god, shit. I don't like this.
Hey.
I kind of feel powerless to help at the moment. Blue warrior. I really hope I've got all my fucking characters put down here. Look, current anyway. I might try and put a secret character down.
People are saying it's sort of better, but I don't know.
Maybe up the bitrate slightly more then, maybe to 4250. Don't know whether that's going to make much difference, but
Nah, I think we're gonna have to call it, guys. This is just not working, is it?
I'll tell you what, Rhys, before you quit out completely, I'll disconnect from Parsec.
and see if that helps.
Yeah, because if the stream suddenly goes back to normal, it's Parsec.
I'm watching it now and it's smooth.
Have you quit from Parsec, have you?
I've just quit now.
Right, give it a moment, let's have a look.
Let's give it a moment and see what happens. It still looks choppy to me.
I'm watching completely separate to you guys and it does sort of pause, but then it comes back again and it's smooth, but then it will pause again. At the moment it's smooth and then it just stops, chops a little bit. It's fine. It's watchable, Rhys. It's definitely watchable. And yeah, people are saying it's now fixed it. Yeah, okay, maybe it was parsec then. Maybe it was eating up your bandwidth, Rhys.
Yeah, I reckon it was.
Let's have another look in the parsec settings.
Yeah, I reckon we need to have a look at the upload for it.
Yeah, because it could be the bandwidth between you two system interacting with Rhys's upload speed, if that makes sense. Because obviously, what parsec are doing is trying to communicate your actions, Sam, via the same network that Rhys is using to upload at the same time. But Rhys's computer has to also upload to your computer to exchange the data that you're seeing on screen, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm not even really a tech guy, but I understand how this internet business works. Right, have I got all the characters?
Maximum bandwidth for parsec.
Where'd you see that?
Under settings and host.
Yeah.
So that's at 10 at the moment for me.
What's your option range?
5 up to 50, so 10's actually quite low.
Depends what scale it's using. If that's 5 is the highest and 50 is the lowest. I don't know why. How can I explain? Okay, why don't you try 50 and see what happens?
Well, it says
with the connection.
It says maximum bandwidth used by parsec, so I would assume that the bigger that is.
Yeah, that might help. I don't know. Well, you might have to play with it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Problem is, what you kind of need to do, Rhys, I reckon, is do a test stream.
Yeah, just
do a test stream where we basically we're not doing it as anything proper, but we're literally just testing how parsec works and how to get the settings optimized for future videos. Maybe, I don't know.
Try it now, Sam. Try connecting.
Yep.
Sorry for taking over a bit, by the way, guys. I don't mean to.
It's alright. Ready to do.
Right, let me bring back the stream a minute.
Yep.
Can I have the mouse? Can I have the mouse?
Yep.
Thanks. Oh, come on, parsec. No, not parsec. Streamlabs. Let's bring back trains and see if that did anything.
Don't know about calling it Streamlabs, but I think you should call it Streamlads.
Right, let's see what happens now.
Okay. Well, it's a bit pixelier for me. It's a lower quality, so that's a good sign.
Well, I reduced the quality of the resolution being sent to you, and I changed it to 5 Mbps.
Yeah.
By the way, slow down, boys, because you're the main station, and yeah, you're good.
It's the playback actually looks better as far as I can see.
It's definitely smoother, especially because I'm running at a HD 1080, and it looks alright.
You've got control, Sam?
Yeah, it's still responsive.
It certainly seems to be a lot better now on... Can anyone watching the live stream confirm that? Oh, by the way, we need to take on water.
So you'll have to go through the troughs in a minute. Yes, Rhys, I can confirm, personally. Yeah, it is... oh, it did pause, it did jump for a second there, but...
Look forward to Rhys and Eaton when end of troughs are coming up.
Yeah, here we go, the troughs are coming up now. Yeah, you're doing it. It's alright, I'm going to say show the people how the tender scoop works, but you're doing it.
Ready, Sam?
Yeah, we've got a full tender anyway now.
Go on in. Apparently people are saying it is okay. Well, that's good.
I think there's still a few bits where it goes slightly blurry.
Yeah.
But overall, I mean, you've got to remember, Rhys, I hate to say it, we've got to remember that we're dealing with a household that has multiple people using internet, and there's nothing you can do about that. So I get the same thing with me at my end sometimes. Trace sometimes has to use the internet. I sometimes can't get the stream quality I want. It's fine, it's part and parcel. Don't worry about it, mate.
Well, what I might do in future is have to do it as a recorded video and then upload it.
Actually, that's not a bad shout. Do some recorded versions of this and then upload it as a premiere. Because then people watch it as if it's a live stream anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I can help you set that up if you want.
Here's Sam playing with my reverser.
Stop fiddling with his knob, Sam.
He just wants to open the reg, that's all. Oh, by the way, we're going to take over. You are driving now.
I am driving now. Lovely.
They've now moved. They've now swapped sides of the cab, which is legal, but we're gonna let that slide.
Fire's all yours. Get it cranked up.
Go on in. So you're responsible for points and everything now, mine.
Yep.
Occasional jumping I can live with, but the way it looked before, it was
well, basically like a slideshow was a bit iffy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like my quality of streaming.
Well, yours is for the cheese, Sam.
We didn't actually stop at that station, by the way. We just went straight through.
Stop on the way back round. Through grass.
There's one more point, Sam. There's one more.
Where?
There, you missed it. Go back where you were. No. Go back where you were. Left. There. Left.
Well, those are all set.
Left. There.
Oh, that.
Left.
That one. That's it.
Fame. Weathered.
Hey, you're shoveling.
I'm not shoveling at all.
Well, the fire mass is going up.
Well, I'm not touching her.
Let me have a look. What are you doing? You must be shoveling.
Honestly, Rhys, I'm not shoveling.
Right, blow her off. Shut them fire doors. And then I'll immediately open them again because I need fire.
Fire.
Da, da, da.
Oh, Rhys, how proud are you of me of one thing?
What's that?
Guess what's going into my next season of TDRS?
What?
2800.
Of course it is.
Oh, absolutely. I need one for hill climbing. And it's going to be a go. No, it's all the men viewers coming out. Oh, you can't have every freight engine be a go. I can do whatever the fuck I like. I could turn one of my engine gay if I really wanted to. So, and then jack all you could do about that. Oh, Turbo, why'd you have to be so laggy, boy? Let's see what this looks like in game.
Gotta admit, Train Simulator is just about the only simulator I know where you need a supercomputer to run it smoothly.
It is a shame though, because it's, you know, it's such an old game that I mean, look what I had to do, Sam, in order to get any sort of quality out of the game. I had to basically spend, like, you know, $1,500 and then some, just to get a PC that I can actually sort of, you know, I can let my vision come to life. Like, I've watched Andy and Rhys and everybody have super awesome graphics for this game for years. And now the problem is I've gotten to that stage and I could never go back to how it used to be. I'd have to spend the same money again if I had to, just to keep the graphics the same.
Yeah.
This looks so good on our machines. It's just not showing off or anything, it's just we want to try and get the most out of the game and how it looks.
Yeah.
What's the name of this female character going to be, Tom?
Mara.
Mara?
Mm-hmm. I will explain. Named after an old friend of mine who I had a very interesting relationship with.
He got raped.
No, it wasn't anything like that. It was quite... I'm not going to go into details about it. But anyway, she was a really good friend of mine. And I just named most of my characters after either things I know, people I know, etc., etc. Or things I like. So, yeah, her name is Mara.
Does that mean by the same logic I can have a character called Sausage?
I mean, if you really fucking want, but you'll be... Yeah.
Sausage the tank engine.
No, Rhys, Sausage is what we're renaming the Armstrong.
Yeah. I would love Chris to do a nameplate. Just Sausage. I would be so happy.
No, you wouldn't. Anyway, I'm going to put a screenshot on your server, Rhys. And you're about to see the magnitude of my problem with what I've been working on while you've been doing the stream.
Yeah, I realised. Yeah, I was just going to say, I realised after I told you about it what the problem was.
Yeah. Yeah, which is that I've got lots of... Yeah, just look at the screenshot in your screenshot section. I'm going to stick it in mine as well, because that's a lot of chuffs and it's a lot of lag.
Well, by the way, I think we're coming up to that station, aren't we, Sam?
Yeah, I've shut off now.
Abdul the Indian Sausage. Do you remember that first episode, Tom? I recorded.
It was in a call, wasn't it?
It was like in the middle of a call with you and Andy.
Yeah.
And I recorded the put line, and then you just hear you in the background go, "Oh, Andy, you've got a pin."
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, Andy, you've got a pit. Old times, though. So good. We need to do that stuff again.
I do genuinely miss those, the Skype calls of
Skype calls and stuff. Yeah. Oh man, so good. I've said to Rhys, though, everyone, that me and Rhys need to actually meet up again properly someday. When the COVID shit's over, of course.
Yeah.
Might actually get to meet your son and say hello, and then he'll instantly cry because I'm ugly.
Most likely, yeah.
I'm not surprised.
To be fair, I was expecting him to cry when the steam engines went past, because I mean they were flying. They were doing at least 60 mile an hour.
And then he absolutely loved it.
Oh, his legs were kicking. He absolutely loved it. So I was really happy. I was like, right, steam's in the blood now. That's it.
That's it, sorted, everyone.
Well, Rhys, I started volunteering at the age of 2, so, find a railway, get him signed up.
Excuse me, did you just say you started at the age of 2?
Yep.
Get out of town.
Nah, first job on railway, stacking cans in the fridge.
My God, you actually are literally... Were you born in a boiler?
He was born, in the cab of Nunlow, I think.
Right, but I spent a lot of time... Rhys, what are you doing?
What? Oh, sorry. I was turning the injector off.
The brakes off.
No, I wasn't.
You were.
What?
Nice.
I was turning the injector off.
You were most definitely turning the brakes off.
Hang on, Shift K.
Oh, King Owen basically... Oh, yeah, okay, I'll just clarify.
I don't know what happened then, but I was turning the injector off. Oh well.
You must have slipped with key.
There you go.
No, I wasn't.
I actually really like the name Mara anyway. It's a really nice little name.
Jake Taylor said now my son needs to discover diesels. The thing, Jake, is just before the Steam Special came through, there was a Class 66 on a steel coils train, and he was far more excited for that, and I was really upset.
No, that's fine. Diesels are good as well. I keep trying to get people to... No!
Tin box lover.
No!
Tin box.
Diesels have their own charm. Shut up, both of you. You bunch of... You have to admit, you can't deny that there are some diesel classes that are pretty good.
I will not deny that some diesels do tickle my fancy, such as, Class
Westerns.
37s, Westerns, and choppers. And the
What about Hyneks?
Class 30... Meh. I could go without them.
Okay, how about 56? You got to answer very carefully because grids are awesome.
Not in Train Sim because I still can't get it to work.
Have you got the AP pack for it?
Yeah, I bought it. I can't make it work.
Oh shit, we need to get that sorted for you because it sounds fucking immense.
I bought that pack because I was really excited about, the expansion pack.
Yeah.
And I couldn't make it work.
Oh. No, seriously, the 56 is awesome. Oh, someone mentioned 40s. So that means we're talking about one that
as we know, I can't drive them very well.
Oh, do you remember that? Was it me, you, and Matty Edmondson? But me and you basically taking lessons from Matty how to bloody start up a 40.
Pretty much.
That was fucking amazing.
I think we spent about 40 minutes just trying to get the engine started.
And we both just sat there like, how the fuck do we... And then Matty there just like, well, you do this and do this. And we're like, what?
You had to set all the grids up and everything. I was like...
You had to set all the controls up properly. You had to actually warm up the engine. You had to have some sort of something to do with the electric generators.
Your brake is still applied. I'm assuming you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave you to it.
Well, I'm waiting for the right away because the platform's on the fireman's side.
Are you wait? Oh right. Okay,
well,
so we need to try and come.
I'm waiting for the tip from the guard.
Well, sorry guys, I got into a big conversation with the driver. All right then, everyone's on board. Nobody dead. Everyone's away from the forefoot. Okay, let's go. Beep beep.
Okay, right away, driver.
Right away.
Suddenly,
you might need to take your brakes off. Wait, how did you? What was that whistle?
Is that the shift control? Was that the control space whistle?
It was.
There's Rhys going. There's Rhys going. I didn't know it had a control space whistle.
I didn't actually know it had a control space whistle.
Oh,
I love that I was actually
legit?
I was a beta tester and I didn't even know it had a control space whistle.
Right, face, palm, bang. Really?
You've changed the head code.
Not intentionally, there. It's gone.
Okay.
I was gonna say you changed it to a mixed freight because now we've got some I don't know squeakers on board.
Yeah, we got a train full of squeakers. Squeak, squeak, they went.
Tell you what, actually, right? I know a lot of people give him flack and people call him a squeaker, but there's a lot of thing about Edward Bull goes around, and actually, you know what? He's a good kid.
Ugh.
He is. He's all right. Shut up. He's all right. There's a lot of worse people out there. Like, look at that thing that went down in your server the other day with that someone making a video about Rebecca from Tom the Tank Engine getting pregnant. What the actual fuck was that?
I didn't watch it, I will admit.
I didn't watch it. I watched people commenting about it, and I was just like,
I looked at the comments and I just said, you know what? I really don't. And
I think this,
Anthony's trying to get me triggered. Go away, Anthony.
Swindon's not superior. Well, I'm just going to say what I always say, which is all of the railway companies did their jobs the best they could. There were good and bad things about all of them. Let's move on, please.
You know, you sound like one of those guys that's like, oh, you know, at the end of an advert where he's like, batteries not included, each sold separately. That's kind of what you sound like when you say that.
Opinions are not included with this product.
May cause skin irritation.
Terms and conditions apply. That's the sort of adverts I get at the moment on YouTube. It's like, the one I keep getting at the moment is like, not everybody's a trader, but if you are a trader, you should use trading 212. It's like, yeah, but why say not everyone's a trader, but if you are, it's like, I'm not a trader. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's kind of like, if you're in this very specific group of people,
Then download this app. No. Or like download a free audio book on us. No.
Oh god, no.
I've got no time for bloody audio books. Oh no, Anthony's triggered again. So he's got to help me tomorrow. Oh, Rhys, you're not around tomorrow at all, are you?
I'm not 100% sure.
Well, if you are, you've got admin powers on my server now, so pop in if you do get a chance while I'm doing my long stream, because it would be nice to hear from you again.
I will try as best as I can, but I cannot make
Don't
a guarantee.
panic. I know you can't promise it. As I keep saying to you in our private chat, you have a real life outside of doing this stuff, so I completely 100% understand that.
Yeah.
Well, Rhys, you have a real life outside of train sim.
Sam, you don't. All you do is spend all your time fucking jacking off over Nunlo, don't you?
Using his special sauce to keep it clean.
It's using the magic code.
God, I love 257 squadrons to bits, but you won't see me go whipping my dick out over it every day. Oh, someone's saying that me. It's Seb. Seb saying that either me or you, Rhys, should do an audiobook. Can you imagine the awfulness of that? It'd just be like.
I did consider it once. I don't think it'll ever happen, but I did consider trying it just for the shits and giggles.
I mean, if I could get someone to do the audio, not the audio, sorry. So if I could get somebody to do some like static images of the story, you could make a nice little audio book for YouTube, basically.
You did something like that. You did something like that before, years ago, Tom.
Oh, that was the Bramley engines, yeah. It was like a comic book, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting concept, but it was rubbish. I mean, that was what I did before.
TDRS.
Before I saw your channel, actually, Rhys, because that Bramley engine was based on something on the UK train sim called Red and Friends. I've still got a picture of it somewhere, but it's essentially exactly the same thing, which is like a series of images, and it was basically like a comedy comic book style.
Yeah.
And I really liked it, so I tried it myself, and then it's like I came across your stuff, and I was quite inspired by that. And I was watching a load of other people. Like I remember watching AR Chronicles back in the day.
Oh my god, yeah, the AR Chronicles. Goodness me, that's going back.
We're going back a way bit, aren't we? On the Wayback Machine today.
I'm a shoveling some coal, Sam.
I'm I'm basically distracting your driver today. I'm sorry, Sam. No, you're a fireman, so I'm distracting your fireman.
Fireman now. Well, there's only one thing for it.
Full reg.
Fight.
Full ahead.
Oh, Rhys, have you noticed something while we were in the cab view then? You've got the firebox door open, but do you see you still got the chuff glow of the fire?
Yeah.
When you've got the reg open. That is a lovely touch.
I love that.
It's so nice. It's nice when you're starting off in the night or in the dark with the fire doors open and just chuff, and you've got the light coming out as you chuff along.
I would like to see some new like nighttime running things. You know, like using the AP dark, you know, the weather and the lighting pack, but with all the lighting things from the loco and the train and everything.
You know what I think is missing in TS actually? Something, I don't know whether anybody else is going to agree with me. Lights actually emitting from the coaches. From the, you know, at night. Because, like, you know, coaches in reality, you've got the lights on in the coach, and they illuminate on the trackside and everything. A bit like the firebox. You don't see that in TS, and that would be a really nice thing to do, some night shots like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Abby's saying, by the way, if anyone asks, Abby is Liam. Look at the front bogey and the grime. So if you guys go down to the front bogey and have a look, you can see. You can see how. I was going to say, you can see how Chris has used substance painter to really get that you know, gritty, hard to reach grime kind of deal.
We need to be on the other side of the loco. We can't see where to stop. Yeah, Sam.
Yeah, you need to move over.
Oh my god.
Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, that was a big one.
We're going to try out this Traverser when we get back to Temsby.
Hey!
You know, I said earlier this stream is only going to last an hour, but we're almost at an hour now because we spend most of it trying to figure out how to get the
stream actually working, yeah.
But there we are, I'm going to call it a successful test of Parsec because we figured out a big problem.
I am happy about that. I like it when a plan comes together, boys.
But what's the quality of the stream on your end, like, in the game, Sam?
Pixely, but not too bad. It's definitely...
It's usable, though, isn't it?
I mean, you've got to remember, guys, if you're doing this as friends together, doing a bit of running around on whatever, you sacrifice the upload speed or whatnot. But when you're uploading to YouTube, I think we can probably admit that we can sacrifice a bit pixely on Sam or my end or whoever's end in order to make the quality on YouTube better, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, we sacrifice that quality for the increase in quality at the other end. But yeah, look at all that grime, it's lovely.
As long as I can properly read the display in the which I
you can even just do what real drivers and firemen would do. It's like you just have to say to Rhys, so what's the boiler water level at?
Yeah. Right, waiting for the right away.
Oh, so I'm eating a pizza. You guys are gonna have to wait a sec.
Okay.
Right,
Unless you're gonna
the controls, the camera controls.
Sorry.
See, I'll let you take over the camera control, seeing as you're looking out for the right away.
Okay. Well, I'm standing on the platform anyway.
Right, we are still waiting. I would say though, guys, have a look at the logo on the tender. It's so ornate. I love that. It looks like a big messy pile of thistle, but it's actually says GWR.
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you know, there's one railway I know which has a similar logo, and that's the Ravenglass and Nesta railway.
They're exquisite.
And Loranda, which is all wrapped up together, and it's absolutely beautiful.
It just sort of makes it look like it's random, but it's not like a random logo, but it's not. I mean, wouldn't it be cool if Great Western Railway, like, you know, Great Western Railway nowadays used a similar logo to that, just to really hammer home?
Right, well, I'm standing on the platform. Guards
right, driver, I think if I were you, I would get back in the cab, because I think it's time for me to tell you to bugger off out of my station.
It's time to go.
Bye!
Over to you, Sam.
Right, have we got the right away?
It's Tom.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, right away, driver.
Lovely jubbler.
Oh, Rick, if you have a look at my group at some point, I shared the link this morning, and it's basically a tripod asset with a camera on it.
Yeah, I saw that.
I think that would be that would be useful for me when I do the unveiling of Rick in the series, but that'd be kind of nice to put around in some scenarios that we do, like, especially if you're doing, because the camera, I think you could probably get away with pretending it's an old-timey camera, if you're writing an episode of Over the Hills and there is a scene like a press conference or anything like that, maybe that would be handy to have.
That's what I was sort of thinking, is something like that, like doing interviews, not necessarily just for TV, but for like everyone, you know.
Yeah. It's like, I just thought it'd be useful for us in our series to have it, especially if we're doing video editing or something, and you want to have like a guy with a tripod on the track side as the train goes past, just to give it a little bit more realism.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think I'm going to give the Armstrong something like, you know, I give it really high praise to everybody, and I would say to everybody out there, you know, even though there isn't, because this route we're running at the moment isn't available to the public yet, and I think it should be at some point.
It's the workshop version of it which is available, however.
Yeah, I mean that was set in the Steam era, like as in like later Steam era, Great Western era. But yeah, there is still, you can have a lot of fun with the Armstrong. I know it's not got the best quality of route to maybe run it on, but as a contender to, you know, having an attractive locomotive to run around with, I don't think you're going to find anything much better. Especially if you compare it to, like, say, the Tube Dog from DT, because that's another story.
I'm still tempted to do an overseas version of this with a plough and headlamp there.
Mate.
Midland Railway bogie tender to go with it.
I should get you to make some child objects to put on Rick to make an American version of Rick. Massive, like cowcatcher, massive headlamp.
I can't make the child objects, but if you sent me Rick over, I could stick...
Oh, that won't... I can't do that. I can't send... I won't, and I cannot and will not send it to anybody.
Could you send me the bin file for it? Because I could do it.
No.
With that.
Couldn't do that.
Fair enough.
There's only 3 people in the world who have it, and that's me, Grion, and Rhys. Me, Grion, and Chris Wilson, because Grion needs it to do some updates at some point. Because I'm hoping to get 2.0 scripting put onto it retrospectively.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to have. Can you imagine that? Just like a massive eight-coupled engine slipping while trying to start a really heavy train, and then priming or some shit like that would be great. So I went off on a tangent again. I need to stop doing that.
There's not a lot for me to do now. Sam, you've worked the fire to the point where it's actually perfect.
Hey.
There you go. Sam's a proper fireman now.
Proper driver.
I'm noticing a lot of City of Truro being written in the chat. Why?
I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, hang on. Hold tab apparently and you get a whistle.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's your
That's your passing danger signal. You know, your
Request permission to pass
That's
signal
it.
of danger, isn't it?
That's the one. Yeah. Request to pass signal of danger, which I'm going to say no.
No, you've got to do the classic MSTS permission to drive. Well, let's say at about 100 mile an hour.
Permission to drive.
Yep.
God, I played MTS for fucking years. Ever since I got it was Railworks 2 back in the day. Ever since I got Railworks originally, I stopped playing MFTS because I was like, the jump in graphical quality from MFTS to the original QG Rail Simulator Railworks was just like, whoa!
I remember when I played Rail Simulator for the first time, the jump in graphics was enormous.
I know, you're hardcore, Rhys, for having Rail Simulator.
Back in 2006.
Because I only joined on the, I only joined it in 2009. So I had Railworks. No, I think I had the original Railworks rather than Railworks 2.
I think
Railworks
Railworks came out in July 2009.
2009. Yeah, that's right. Because I bought it like later in the year, I think. Yeah, that's right. Because I had the original box and everything for it. But it's come a long way, must admit. Like, especially the amount of content. But I remember, like, I loaded Railworks onto my computer, jumped onto Somerset and Dorset into the cab of Black 5. In the cab of that original Black 5, I literally was blown away, like, in the change. And the fact you could freely look around the cab.
Yeah.
I know nowadays you look at the old QG Black 5 and go, oh, fuck, this is awful. But back when it was first on sale, back,
it was
like,
amazing.
11 years ago, it's fucking absolutely bonza. And I think it takes a lot for a game to do that to you, especially as a rail fan.
To be fair, though, you had jumped from what was essentially 2D to 3D for your loco, especially your cab.
Yeah, because I remember the original MFTF cabs were like, you had like, what, 2 shots? Like, each side of the cab, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But you couldn't freely rotate the camera, but now, in Railworks, you could rotate the camera freely around the whole cab and look at all the controls and whatnot. It's just absolutely amazing. And I longed for that because I thought I was going to get that jump from TS to Train Sim World, and it didn't happen because it wasn't as extreme. It wasn't an extreme a change. Look out for your signals, guys. You're coming up to whatever it's called station.
Yeah, it's clear.
But I mean, I don't know what you think, Rhys, about that. Like the jump from MFTF to TS was like amazing, but the jump from TF to TF World was a bit like.
Very lackluster and disappointing.
Which is a real shame though, because it could have been something amazing, but the amount of promises that have been given about TF World that haven't been delivered has just really put me off it. I was expecting multiplayer, that's the only reason I bought it, so I could play multiplayer with my mates, but we've had to work out this method of doing multiplayer instead.
Yeah.
It's a bit more immersive.
To be honest, yeah, I think unless DTG specifically build a purpose-built multiplayer system into the game, then this is going to be better.
I think this is probably like our what's the word for it? Our improvised method of multiplayer is probably one of the sort of better ideas we've had that works. If it works it works properly. You guys are both controlling the locomotive from your own computers, so you are multiplayer. So this is the best we're going to get for Train Simulator for a long time. I mean, it's a weird kind of multiplayer, but it's kind of a slightly more, dare I say it, more immersive than me being in one train and you guys being in 2 other trains and running along the same branch line.
To be fair,
because this encourages teamwork.
You still got about 3 coach lines to go ahead.
Yeah.
I was distracted. As far as the play goes, I would say the only thing I would want as an improvement on what we're doing here would be a way of doing split screen where we could move cameras separately.
Yeah, that would be cool. That's something it would have to be built into, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But other than that, this is pretty much what I would want from a multiplayer in a train sim. But yeah, the ability to be able to look at different gauges, for example. So Rhys could look at.
For example, he could be looking at the speed gauge, and you could be looking at the pressure gauge.
Yeah.
Just as an example. Yeah, that would be nice. That's something maybe Dovetail should look into that.
Am I good, Rhys, or am I good?
No.
Shut up, Sam.
Next.
Come on, credit where it's due. Look at that.
No.
I refuse.
Come on, look.
Sam does make a mockery of every station stop that I do.
It's fine, just wait till we go flying onto the Traverser.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Trying out the Traverser.
I think it'll be quite interesting to see, actually.
I've never done it. Never tried it.
Have you tried it, Sam?
Nope.
Right, I have this particular Traverser. I'll guide you through it. It's really simple.
Where?
Don't die.
We have merged with the token.
Part of the train.
We have become at one with the token.
Huh.
Part of the crew, part of the ship.
Part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Anyway, we're waiting for the tip from Tom.
My hat had been thrown under the train.
Oh.
Great, let's go.
Right, he's ready. Let's go.
Right, he's ready.
Right away, driver.
Right away.
I like that there's Tom standing there in uniform and then Mr. Davis is sat on the platform.
And then there's
weird.
Victor.
What's that film called with Daniel Radcliffe? Is it The Woman in Black?
The Woman in Black, yeah.
A horror film. It's just, it says The Woman in Green.
Rhys, I need to talk to you, mate. You need to limit this this what do you call it, slow mode on your server, man.
Why?
Because I now can't make a response to what I've just written, so I'm going to have to edit it, actually.
Fine,
never
I'll
mind.
make another rank and then certain people with privilege can be excused from it.
You are excused. Goodbye.
You are the weakest link.
To be fair, I can just edit the comments, so it's not really an issue. Just got to remember what I'm going to write. Here we go.
I suppose I ought to shovel some coal.
Nah, I think we've got enough fire.
That's too much fire. Said no fire ever.
Rhys, if you put too much coal in, I'm going to have to do this.
Oh, okay. Throw it all through the chimney.
Yep.
Set every field on fire.
Yep.
You can't, Sam. It's a hot summer's day. You're not allowed to thrash the loco. Too late.
Oh, you are.
He's thrashing it.
Well, I want to get rid of the so we're not blowing off under the canopy at the end.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
Fair
proper
enough.
firing.
Fair enough, Sam. I'll give you credit for that one. That's quite good thinking of you. I actually took Chris Eden Green's advice today. I went on Amazon and I bought that book he mentioned.
Yeah.
About the S160s.
Oh yeah.
So I got that.
Tell you what, S160s are kind of interesting, I suppose.
Is going to drain when I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Empty in the boiler.
You are kind of killing my boiler pressure a bit.
Yep.
Killing me softly.
But it's fine, we're doing a very respectable line speed. More or less.
Have you set the points?
Eh,
It'd be right.
yeah. We're going into the platform we came out of, so it should all be fine already.
I thought we were going to go in the other platform.
Nah, the one we came out of is longer, it'll fit the coaches in better.
You really do get some amazing shots, line-side shots on this route, don't you?
Yep.
It is one of the better routes for train sim.
Oh man, yeah. It's just atmospheric.
Apparently Anthony is calling you Fireman Sam.
Well, that works for me.
To be fair, I mean, like,
He's
he's not
driving.
wrong.
He's driving.
You drive Sam then.
Driver Sam is there on time. Do 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 do. Oh, you
Trying
literally
not
are
to
killing the
crash
fire.
his train.
Yep, it's intentional.
Alright,
I would like to say something to you actually today, and that is, please don't crash the train today, especially this week after what happened up in Stonehaven.
I thought that would be more reason to do it.
No, that's reason to not do it. Don't crash.
That's why I'm driving, Tom.
Oh, thanks, Sam. At least you understand. It's like, just like, even though I know it's only like 3 deaths or whatever, it's still, you know, it's still sad.
That's the worst train accident that's in living memory for me. But I don't know if you...
I know. I think for me, living memory is probably something like Pot and Bar, or what's it called? What's the one that was in London?
Paddington.
Yeah, the Paddington crash.
I remember the Paddington crash. I don't really remember Potter's Bar so much, but I know what happened. But
I remember Pot and Bar because I remember watching on the news about the carriage that had been sort of like, you know, it switched tracks halfway along and then it had overridden up onto the station platform.
I mean, that must have been horrendous. Didn't one of the bogies split the point because of one of the bolts?
Yeah, it was
holding the point frog that was wrong, wasn't
it sheared, I think.
Yeah. I think I remember watching some documentary about it. Like, instead of making bolts that actually fitted properly, they kind of just like improvised and ground down other bolts that they had lying around.
What they did was they said, "Nah, it'll be fine," and they just went on with it.
And that was rail track, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, rail track. That was before Network Rail came into the scene.
I can't remember if rail track was private or not, but
Railtrack owned I think it was because it was when the railways were privatised. Railtrack basically took over the ownership of all the actual railway lines.
Yeah.
And all the railway lines had to be run by a train operating company rather than being owned by the government. So they were all private. That's why that's why one, it was called privatisation, and two, why so many of the private TOCs exist now.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of another accident. Oh, one that gets me is because it happened on the date of my birth, but like 14 years before I was born, and that was Moorgate.
What just happened then, Sam?
You chuck Laturkan on the fin.
Wait, that thing actually works?
Yeah, it's animated.
Looks like it.
Since when?
Since forever.
Yeah, I remember that because I had David Seawood built a route where it's basically token testing, and that worked. It's very nice.
I did not know that was animated.
You pick it up and drop it off when you go past. It works like the TPO set.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Anthony got an interesting point. What Pendolino flipped? I didn't realise the Pendolino had flipped over.
Oh, I don't remember that one.
No, it's news to me. Right, careful here, boy.
We're going a bit quick there, Sam.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It'd be right. As your fireman, I can only advise, but...
Well, I mean, you can mutiny if you get really desperate.
Well, the official advice here is that you come in hot.
Yeah, be right.
Put it this way, if we were in an aircraft and we were landed on an aircraft carrier, if I was standing on the deck of the aircraft carrier, I'd be running the other way by now.
Nah, it's fine.
On a platform, Rhys.
I'll tell you what, I watched a film called Midway about aircraft carriers in the Pacific Second World War. Really interesting film.
Right.
I can't do films.
Extras?
Yeah, I think you already said it at the beginning, but just double check it, so press G. Someone's asked me something that triggered me. The opinion of taking up the Weymouth tramway. They should take it up now because it's not serving any use and it's so derelict. But it's a shame it's going.
Well, there was a group that were dedicated to try and prevent it from being lifted.
Yeah, well, that was similar to what they did at Folkestone Harbour, and that didn't come through either.
That's a shame that both of them, but the thing is, it's got to work, hasn't it? You can't just keep it and it doesn't work.
It's got to work both financially and, practically.
I think practically more so. Financially, a lot of heritage railways do generally run at a loss, or they barely break even. And that's fine. I mean, if they break it, as long as they break even, then that's fine. They're not out to make a profit after all. Well,
that's there
we are.
Heritage railways, some have an attitude of they are run as a business, but the way I see it, it's you're not there to make money, you're making money to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's also a case of these people are passionate about the preservation of this, like these locos and these carriages and the railway line and infrastructure and all that lot, and the existence of a bygone day. I'll stop there, boys.
Right, I need to go down and uncouple, don't I?
You need to uncouple, and then you need to pull forward.
Sam, you've just lowered the tender scoop.
Have I?
Yeah, I just saw the handle go. That's alright, who needs a tender scoop? Okay, Sam, handbrakes are applied, I'm going under.
Righty-ho, going under.
Cheeky.
Yeah, I know why that is, Rhys, why it did that.
Why?
Because I was
you pressed T.
Yeah. That's right.
That might be something. I wonder if that's something we should mention to Chris.
Yeah, it might be. If we could change that to Y or something for the tender scoop so it uses a different key, but...
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it wouldn't matter so much on the move, but if you're accidentally in a station, you press T and the scoop comes down. I don't know whether Chris actually programmed the water scoop to brake or not. Because I know the Victory Works stuff has it programmed to brake when you lower it without it being in the water scoop.
Yeah.
Water trough, sorry.
Right, we're pulling forward onto the traverser.
Yeah, make sure you're right in the middle of it if you can.
I think we should
lengthwise.
We should do an external camera view just to
emphasise it. Maybe go round to the front of the loco, but using the camera view, maybe, as in the cab camera, but move it right key, so you're looking back at the loco.
Yeah.
Perhaps. What do you think, Sam?
I think give us a second to see how good I am when we're stopping first.
Oh God, here we go. God, look at me. I'm such a professional driver.
He fires none low one time. Thinks he's. He
No.
thinks he's driving the Flying Scotsman.
Nah,
My granddad drove the Flying Scotsman.
Did he really?
No.
My granddad drove the Flying Scotsman as well.
Do you know what my granddad did?
What?
He was an electrician.
Was he?
Yeah.
Do you know
He
what
was
my
a good one.
granddad was?
What?
He was a murderer.
Oh.
well,
Well
Rhys, I
then.
reckon enough for you.
I think that's about right. Yeah, so get a nice camera angle and show the people how it works.
He wasn't actually a murderer.
Oh, that's...
Well,
I mean,
actually, he
that's-
probably was because he did fight in several wars. So he probably did do a bit of murdering.
Well, my great-grandfather... No, not my great-grandfather. My other grandfather was in the RAF.
Oh yeah,
But he wasn't a pilot.
mechanic. Or did he make the sandwiches?
I think he was just a driver for them, but that didn't stop me putting his name under the wing of the Vulcan, did it?
Nice. Did you use
What?
Control S? Did you?
Control S.
Yep. Screenshot button.
Oh yeah. Right, go get a nice angle and press. I think it's Shift G or G.
OBG. Rhys, is the handbrake on?
Let's just see.
Hey, look, you can see it screwing on there as well. That's brilliant.
Oh, Tom, for fuck's sake! Jesus.
I had to get the gas out because it needs to go through the superheaters. Oh wait, this hasn't got a superheater. Fuck.
I love how
By the
Sam's
way,
just saved the
You
scenario.
might want to hold control and then press space, Sam. By the way, to stop the whistle valve going off.
There we
I
go.
didn't realise we were going off.
Yeah, just do hold control and then press space.
Yeah, I have.
Ooh.
I love how
What?
bounce.
Oh.
What were these powered by? Were they hydraulic?
I don't know. I mean,
it was sheer will.
it was powered by fairies, but then the engine just go boom at the end. Great. Because
love
obviously
it.
I'm about 10 seconds behind you guys, so
There's some turntables and stuff were powered by vacuum.
yeah, they were. I don't know what this would have been powered by though. It must be something within the station. It would have been powered by.
I'm assuming it's either hydraulic or there's some form of winding mechanism with a handle somewhere.
Yeah, possibly. I'll tell you what though, it's a shame really that a lot more railways don't use this kind of traverser in game because it's a really cute little reverser for the end of the line. So
You've applied the handbrake now, Sam.
he has applied pressure. To
Now
the
you've taken
handbrake.
it off. Right away. You haven't set the points yet.
Yeah, it'd be right.
It'll be alright. Okay.
It'd be really... Right, I just need to go check Cambridgeshire branch line because I'm going to do that in my first scenario because of how long it takes to load in. But I need to go change an engine. Yeah, because I'm going to go to bed in a minute because I've got to get up at 6-ish, take train to work, get back, get prepared and set up, and then start my all-day stream. Oh, Jesus, why did I say I'd do that? Why, Rhys? Why did I say I'll do a 12-hour stream? Rhys?
Well, what was the question, sorry?
I said, why did I agree to do a 12-hour stream?
Because you're stupid.
Oh, I'm going to be so freaking ill by the end of it, honestly.
Get yourself an energy drink or some form of energy bar.
I've got like a whole I've got 2 packs of 8 energy drinks in the kitchen, so I think I'll be okay.
Jesus Christ, that's a bit excessive.
Well, no, me and Trace normally have one on our early morning when we have to go up early for work, so they have to last us like a little while, mate. I'm not going to like drink all of them. I'm not going to go in the kitchen right now and down all 5 of them night.
Well, I was going to say, you want to get through the live stream without having a full-on heart attack.
Oh, tell me about it.
Right, Rhys, where are we going?
I don't know.
To the sheds?
To the
End the stream off
turntable.
nicely?
Going to the
Yeah, go to the
turntable.
turntable.
Where's the turntable?
Go into the yard.
For goodness sake, I've got to navigate you here as well. I'm supposed to be
You're so-
shoveling coal
You're-
and...
Call yourself a driver, Sam. You can't even go and change points to go to the right place.
I'm not paid enough for this shit.
Innit? Tell me about it. I'm not being paid at all.
Sam's upset now. He's gone quiet.
Yeah. This
Good.
train ain't moving till the points are set.
Alright,
Well,
fine. Jeez, I
go
will
and
go
set the bloody-
and set the points because you...
What are you going up here for, man? It's yard points.
Well, I'm trying to use the map so I can fucking...
Nah.
Would you
Just to answer a question in the chat, Edgar Kovacs, if it gets too much, I will just stop.
I'll do it myself.
That should be fine. Yeah, now do you see where the turntable is, Sam?
Nope.
Oh, there! Look! Stop! Fuck! You lot suck at this!
I like your little head.
So, you know that teamwork I was talking about earlier on?
I know, he won't let me use the map.
Sam, let me use the map, for God's sake.
You see, that point's set against you now.
Well, you'll have to go change it then, won't you? Jeez.
Well, I'm trying, but you keep taking the map off me. Can I use the map?
Sam, why are you being a bitch?
Really? Really? Right.
That one should be fine. Sam!
That should be enough.
You say should.
I believe it is.
Yeah,
screw it, go on in. Right away, drive.
And then you'll have to navigate your way to the sheds without hitting an abadir.
Yeah.
Request to pass signal, danger denied.
Well, that's the end of the stream, folks.
That's it, thank you for joining.
What, just because, well, as the guard, and now, like, you know, acting station master, I say, get the fuck out of my platform and go and turn your bloody engine now.
Sam, if it goes on much longer, I'm going to have to put more coal on the fire.
No, you're not. We're blowing off.
I remember once, actually, at the end of a firing turn, the guys were messing around so much, and I was like, I've got to, like, either put more coal on the fire, or I've got to shovel it out.
Yeah.
It was like, they wanted to keep steam in the boiler to do a test of something. But
I'll be back in a sec, boys.
Alright. But then every time I wanted to shovel coal, they're like, well, we're putting the engine away. There's no point wasting coal. But it got to the point where they were messing around so much that I was like, right, you want steam, but you don't want me to shovel. Well, the fire is literally about to go out. So you got to make your mind up. And in the end, I ended up breaking up wooden pallets to keep the fire going.
See, you laugh at that, but I've done something similar with Unload before. We had a time when we were doing brake van rides, and it were getting towards the end of the day, and it were like, we'll just get rid of some of that old wood instead of putting coal on. We'll save that for next time instead.
We're just going to pretend that all the arse signals have been correctly set.
Well, the signalman's just walked off, so we're just sorting it ourselves.
Yeah, it'd be right.
It'll be right.
In fact, let's shut the dampers, because you don't need the dampers open.
No, we don't.
With the damper shut, I might actually keep some fire in the firebox.
Not that we need it.
Well, we need a little bit, just to keep steam up. Right, let's set the points. Oh yeah, you know the mouse scroll wheel? It's stopped working properly.
Has it?
Yeah, for me it doesn't work very well anymore. I think I need a new mouse.
Fair enough.
It's probably because of all the PUBG I've been playing. I've killed it. It's too many times I end up raging at the computer going, he's hacking! He's clearly hacking!
And what you really mean is he's actually played this game more than I have.
No. I've actually got quite a number of people as accounts suspended or permanently banned because of hacking. Because if you watch when they kill you, and you just see, oh well, clearly they were hacking. You know, some people do report just because they've been killed, but that's not really like. Okay, Sam, what the hell did you just do?
Rhys, I didn't do anything there.
You've literally... What? Oh my
Rhys.
god. Oh my god. What the hell?
Do you know what's happened there?
The points have set as we've been going over it.
Yep.
Right, well that's gone spectacularly bad.
Well, look on the bright side. We narrowly missed those two.
I was going to say we nearly took them out, didn't we?
We're now angrily hissing steam at them, but
Oh my god, that's a meme right there. The engine is like hissing at those two blokes. Oh, that is a meme. It's just like, what do you mean you won't give me a polish? How dare you?
I'm not going out of this yard without a polish.
I gotta get some screenshots. Control S is not working for me.
Me neither. I think that's because we've derailed though.
Oh, maybe.
Let's hide. No, I can't hide the hood either. Ah well.
I will not move another inch until I've had at least 4 coats of Brasso on my safety valve. It's the nope train. It's just like nope. Nope.exe. Are you going to take this train today? Nope.exe. Now, do you know what? I'm going to completely deny responsibility for this one.
Whoa. Deny responsibility?
Yeah. Well, you were driving, I was firing.
Well, you set the points and you gave me the right of way to proceed.
Yeah, but you were driving. It's your responsibility, Sam. I think we should just say we failed a bit there, Sam. 8 out of 10 further development and teamwork required.
You know why, Rhys? Actually, skip that team building day to go play on the Ratty instead.
Well, to be fair, I didn't skip the team building day because all I did was walk. You know, I did the rest of it. Armstrong EXE has stopped working. Would you like to send a diagnostic file?
Yes, please.
Right then, well, since we've derailed, thanks to Sam's driving, I think it is time to call it the end of a live stream. Unfortunately, it's not been the best. However, I like to think on the positive side here, we managed to work out, hopefully, what the issue was with Parsec.
Yeah.
So we've go on.
We've impressed all the people who came to watch a horrific crash.
Well, it seems to be something that just happens in these live streams, doesn't it?
I blame it on negligence due to not paying attention to what we're doing because we're paying attention to the screen instead.
You don't have to be so hard on yourself, Sam.
I also blame it on the crappy fireman.
It's a proper driver there. Just blame the fireman.
That's an interesting thing that's happened with the wheels.
Yeah. Right, well, thank you for joining, everybody. This was the Armstrong, the Great Western Armstrong. It looks like it's actually merging into the man now. Very slowly giving him a shove.
We have now impaled him.
He's dead. He did. There's a 3-link instanter coupling coming through his chest cavity.
To be fair, we did crash a few minutes ago and he didn't get out of the way, so it's kind of his own fault, really.
True, that's true. Anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Remember to rate, comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next live stream. Goodbye, everybody. Well, that was a failure. Oh, can I have the mouse, please?
One sec.